So next we are talking about theory of X and theory of Y by Douglas McGregor. He was a professor at MIT for management, and he was the first person to implement behavioral psychology to business. So as this picture depicts to you, theory X and Y here. So X is the person who rejects work always. He is the bad guy, and Y is the person who is always welcoming for work. He wants more work. So that's whom we are dealing with, X and Y. So X is the bad guy, Y is the good guy. So coming down to the meaning, so the bad guy, X, he wants more supervision, he wants high supervision, and he wants to take control over the subordinates, and he has a very much high degree for centralization. That is, he wants to control everything. He wants to be the key decision maker. He doesn't want to let his subordinates to do that to him, and he's not accepting anything. He always rejects everything, and he wants everything to go in his way only. So Y is the complete opposite to this. So he is self-directed, he is self-motivated, and he works for the growth and development of the organization however it takes. So he always puts his positive efforts. Coming to the work style, so X always he dislikes work, Y always love works. Whenever a manager or a supervisor gives a work to X, he wants to take it in the easy way. He delegates it to someone, to his juniors or whatever. So Y is a person who takes up the work seriously, and he does it in the best possible way. When you look at the ambition, X is least ambitious. He doesn't have much ambition. He is somewhat fulfilled in his mind. So when you have that in mind, when you feel that you are good enough, you don't try to become more good, right? So Y is the one who is always very high ambitious. Even though he has reached some level, he still wants to keep doing something new every day to reach his ambition. And talking about responsibility, Y doesn't love to take responsibilities. Say for example, when a person delegates a job like talk to all the employees about this current order which is passed in the company. So Y is the person who comes forward and takes it. X says, I'm least interested. So Y gets an opportunity in this case to interact with everybody. So he has an opportunity to take everybody's views here, right? So because of taking responsibility, he is learning everybody in his organization, and he can also report to his organization, to his manager, whoever has given him the work. And when you talk about the types of leadership, X is an autocratic leader, and Y is a democratic leader. For an example, for autocratic leader, Hitler, he was the whole and soul leader. He wouldn't used to listen to anybody. Whatever he says, that's a final thing. He doesn't have anybody who can question him. So he's a dictator. So that is how autocratic leadership works. And in democratic leadership, that is where we all live in, by the people, for the people, and of the people. So all the people's opinion are taken by the leaders. So that is how democratic leadership works, and X is a democratic leader. So next, talking about the direction, X is least ambitious, he is less responsible, totally a negative character, right? So he needs to be consistently directed. You need to do this, you need to do that. After this, he wants very much attention from the management, keep consistently guiding him again and again to do it. Whereas Y, he knows what to do next. After opening a box, you'll have to look into the box what it is, right? So that is what Y does. X expects the manager to come and tell him to look into the box. So that is how direction works. And coming about the control, X requires tight control. If he's let free, he'll take all the possible opportunity to skip whatever he's being told to do. And Y, he doesn't require tight control because he is already controlled by himself, and he can do the task in the best possible way, which management has delegated to him. And talking about the authority, X works in a centralized style of authority. So Y is decentralized. What is centralized? He always wants the X always wants to give something to his juniors from one particular channel. That is, only those particular people start deciding on something. That is, the head people who reside in the headquarter or the top level management only talks about how to do it. If it's a person X, if it's a person Y, he is not that way. He is always open to views of anybody. The last possible employee who is in the company, he is also ready to take inputs from him. So authority of him works that way. And self-motivation, obviously for X it's absent. He always expects someone to motivate him to do a job, whereas Y is self-motivated. He can handle himself and he can motivate himself. If he is asked to talk to a Japanese client, and the management will know that he doesn't know Japanese in both the cases. So here the Y person, he'll figure out a way to do it, and X always finds a reason to not do it. So what is the focus on by X? They are always focused on the psychological and security needs, which we learned in the Maslow's theory of needs before. So the basic two needs are very much enough for X, whereas Y, they're not very much happy with that. They look for social needs, esteem needs, and self-actualization needs, the second and third part of the Maslow's table. Y is ambitious person who wants to grow heights. So X is a person who is not very much ambitious, or he is restricted to a particular level, whereas Y, he is open to everything, he takes everything, and is a very positive person who can work to the aim of the organization and to reach a greater height here. So the management should classify an employee as X or Y so that they can deal with that person accordingly. Say if they are very much happy to deal with the person X, they'll take enough measures to do that, or they'll create a system for them to follow that way, and they're not very much concerned about Y in all the thinking process, because the Y is a person something like them. The management knows that Y can handle the organization well. So it's all about how an organization should look at employees in two ways, as an X and as a Y. So that's theory X and theory Y. So like always, do like and comment on this video. Do subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon. Don't forget to share this video with your friends. And to get regular updates on WhatsApp, you can join our WhatsApp group by the link in the description below. And to get any notes on commerce subjects, do refer our website collegetutor.net. Keep smiling. Bye.